How you guys doing? This JLC right here at the Pigeon Loft. I was just out here looking at all the animals, and I just decided to make a little video of the kikirikis. Haven't made one in a while. So yeah, those are my kikirikis that are always outside. That's my little main roosters right there, and the little hens right there. And then over here, that's one of the other little main roosters, and these are mostly all the little hens out here that are just running around. And you notice I already got it down to like the smallest, shortest little hens I got. Even those little hens right there. Yeah, that was my little hen from last year, and then that one over there, I don't know if you guys remember them from back in December. They both had chicks already. And then that's my other one. Let's go check out all the other ones. Over here I got some of these are all the little roosters I'm gonna keep, so I can keep on working on bringing them down to like little short roosters. And then on the bottom I have some of my little silkies. And then over here I have these little, I think these are called fawn silver, the color. Actually, this little rooster right here, I had already sold it to a buddy of mine, my friend Adam. He had came down and he wanted this little rooster, and he also wanted the little hen, but she started sitting on eggs. I don't know if you guys can see her in there. Yeah, she started sitting on eggs like about almost a week. So pretty soon she'll be hatching out her little chicks. And then my friend after that, he said he's probably gonna want to take her too. I told him that's a good pair for him. And then the little rooster, you know, the only reason I'm selling it because I have too many little roosters, and like I said, I want to keep other ones. I'm gonna keep other ones, but I want to have different colors and different options, and I have like two the same color as him, you know. Yeah, these are the ones that some of the ones I decided to keep myself. These are the ones I'm going to be using for breeding next year. You see right here, I got my giritos right here. I got 2 giritos and 2 all white ones, and then 2 pintos right here. These are some of the ones I decided to keep. But yeah, you know, let me know if you guys like these colors right here. These giritos right here, I wanted to keep them. They're actually sons of my little girito plata that I have over there. And then those 2 white ones, they come from my white roosters that I have over there. And then those pintos come from my little short pinto. But yeah, that one's like smaller, a little bit shorter. And this one's he's pretty bad too, but he's a little bit medium legs, but he's like a short body, you know. And I like the way he turned out. Like I said, these are the ones I'm going to be keeping, the 2 giritos, those 2 white ones, and then those 2 pintos right there. And then down here on the bottom, I got my silkies. If you guys can see them. I had the older ones. I had the older rooster, and then the older chicken that I have here, I moved to another cage over there. I had an opening, so I moved them over there. That way I can start hopefully hatching out pure, you know, because the original mom, she already got her babies already were big, so I decided to separate them. And these are the youngest ones I have of the silky kikirikis, you know. So hopefully after this, once the mom and stuff, she's already laid a couple, like 2 eggs, but I don't think they're fertile because as soon as I put her in with the rooster, she laid an egg the next day. So she was about to start laying eggs. So after this, the next eggs, hopefully they're fertile. I seen he made it with her a couple times, so we hope for the best. But yeah, these are the little silkies right here. And these are the ones I want to start breeding those right there, you know. And then over here I got these are the older ones. Actually, that rooster right there came from my cousin. He had bought it, he said he bought off some dude, but he was trying to sell it, so I ended up trading him one of these. He wanted one of these. And I told him, well, if you trade me that one. So there he is. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna be selling them too if you guys have anybody's interested, you know. But yeah, he wanted one of these pinto ones, so I ended up trading them for one of those. I kind of like them too. I don't know if I should keep them or if I should sell them. But yeah, here's all the other ones up here. Let me see. There's that one. As soon as I put them down, they all just start running like crazy. These are all the little roosters right there. This is why I put all the roosters. These are all these right here are for sale. Except, I don't know, that orange one, I'm gonna keep them. But these are mostly all gonna be for sale. I think there's only like 2 or 3 that I want to keep from here, but besides that, they're all gonna be for sale. I've been selling them slowly. But yeah, there they are. They all come from my roosters over there, my Aztecas, my white ones, Azteca, my Bulico, and all the giritos that I have. They all come from all those roosters. They're all over here. So yeah, that's basically all of them right there. And then these are all the ones on the top. I wish I can keep more than these, you know, but I like that little white one right there. Look at him. They're nice. Has like a nice little stature. Así bien paradito, bien like nice, really, really nice. Even these pintos right there too, look at them. You know they're all gonna be nice. But, you know, can't keep all of them as long as I build like more cages, you know. And these are my little Aztequitas over here. These are the ones I wanted to keep, you know. They're 2 brothers right here. And then that's that right here, that's the mom. She had chicks, but I didn't know where to put her, so I ended up putting her in here with her. I had took the chicks away from her. They're already big. But yeah, I didn't know where to put her. Right now she's in her molting stage, so she's not ready to start trying to hatch or nothing. So yeah, both of these are the sons to her. They come from him and they come from my little Azteca rooster. Yeah, I like how that one came out. Shoot, I like both of them. I also got another 5 brothers that look like this. They kind of look more like him. He's the only one that came out with the darker chest, like a more black. And both of these, they come from him. That's the mom is the one that's in there, and then this is the dad. This is my little Aztequita right here. Those are his sons right there. Right now I have them with her. I want to see if I can get some short little ones from her. And then I got her too. She's sitting on eggs with him. They should be hatching in the next couple days. But yeah, you know, that's the little rooster right there, the dad of those right there. So that's one of the shortest little chickens I got. So I decided to put her in there with them. And then over here, I got these right here. Look like the little chicken laid an egg right there. Probably didn't even go in the nest. Yeah, these right here. That rooster right there. And then I got him with her right here. I know a lot of people say this. They like this rooster right here. The color. Even my buddy Adam said that he likes this rooster. I had 2, but I ended up selling the other one to somebody. So, but I only kept this one, you know. So if I get babies, I had put some of these eggs from him to some of the chickens I have sitting on eggs over there. So maybe, hopefully we'll hatch some chicks that look just like him. A couple little roosters, you know. There's one egg right there. I have to move it out of the way in a little bit. And then over here I got my little white one. Same thing, he's already in his molting stage. You can see how his tail looks. I just only lost all the other tails except for the 2 longer tails. So yeah, he's already on his molting stage. I've always liked him ever since he was a little young chick, little rooster. He's always active like this. I remember I had him in the back of the room, and every time I would go in there and open the door, he would like fly on top of me. And then that's the little chicken I have him with. Look, watch out, little guy. And then down here, I got my Kirito right here. That's my original Kirito, one of the ones I started with. You know what? I have gotten so many chicks out of them, but I've never gotten one that color. But yeah, that chicken right there is actually a daughter to him too. And I like how she came out like that color. She's like a fawn silver, I think they call it. I'm not sure. But if you guys know the color on her, let me know down in the comments. She's a pretty nice looking hen. And then that little tiny kikiriki rooster. Yep. And then over here, well, I got her. She's sitting on eggs. They should be hatching pretty soon too. And then I just put him in here because I put my silkies where I had him. The chicken I had him with, she just ended up hatching her chicks yesterday. So I moved her out yesterday. So now she's over here. I'll show you guys in a little bit all the baby chicks. But yeah, same thing with him. He's in his molting stage right now, so his tail's not looking so good, you know. then over here, this is one of the other roosters I decided to keep too. See what I mean? I got like 2 of this color. That's why I sold the other one, and my friend Adam's the one that's taking them. But yeah, you know, I got him right here too with his little hen. They got 2 eggs. I had put some of his eggs to some of the chickens I have sitting on eggs over there. So I can hatch some out. But yeah, this one, I've always liked this one. I like the way his tail is. Look at that. He has like, his tail is just like perfect right there. It has like a nice big tail. If you guys like how his tail is and like the color he is and everything, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys like this kind of style on a kikiriki, you know. I think my friend told me too that he also came from Aztecas. And then that's the little chicken I have him with right there. And then over here, this is where I have my little, let me see if you can go. This is where I got him right there. This is the son of that first yellow girito I showed you guys over here. The one that's over there in that cage. The sun's all over there, but yeah, that's him. And then that's the little chicken I've had in the 2 little giritos I showed you guys in the first video. But when I first started the video, those 2 are his sons right here. And I have a couple other sons, and I sold a couple. I think out of him, I sold 1 son to my buddy Adam. He has 1 of his sons. So yeah, he's one of my favorite little roosters I got. I like the color. Hopefully his sons come out with a bigger, longer tail, you know. And a little bit too, you'll be seeing some of it. I have another 2 sons from him over here. And then the 2 that I just showed you guys. And then I have and I think my friend took 1 of them. So yeah, I have a lot of sons from him. And then this right here, this is my bulico. I don't know, all his sons that I got off of him, they all came out, none of them short-legged. So I ended up putting him with this female. Hopefully I get like really short-legged sons off of him, because I want to get that kikiriki bulico style, but in a little shorter leg, you know. The sons over there, they came out with longer legs, but we're still to see how they turn out. Yeah, I like this chicken. Look like she has some bulica in her because of the way, that's kind of how the color is. And then there's the little rooster right there. That's my little Azteca bulico that I have. But like I said, I want to get him like a shorter. So a lot of her eggs that she had last time, I think I gave her some. She's sitting on eggs over here, but I'll show you guys in a little bit. So yeah, that's 1 rooster right there. And then over here I think I gave some of her eggs to this one too. She didn't have that many eggs. But yeah, right here I got these 2 white ones sitting on eggs. Well, not this one sitting on eggs. But yeah, they're both in the molting. They're molting right now. So that's why she don't have a tail, and he looks like he's like starting to lose his tail too. But yeah, these are my 2 original white ones I kind of started with. Kind of the parents of the white ones all the parents of the white ones I have over there. And then she only laid like 3-4 eggs and started sitting. So I ended up giving her like another 4 eggs from her. So she has like 8 or 9, I'm not sure. I don't know if I gave her 4 or 5. But yeah, hopefully, you know, they hatch and I get some of the little bulicos from over there. Same with her too. I had given her some eggs from her too. This is actually one of my good little hatching hens. And that rooster right there is the dad of the two little pintitos that I showed you at the beginning of the video, where there's the cage with my two white ones and my two pintos and my two giritos. Yeah, she's sitting on eggs. I gave her a lot of eggs right there. But yeah, she's a good mom chicken. I've had her for like 3 years already. She's actually the mom of this one right here. I got her sitting on eggs too with my little short rooster right here. This is the smallest rooster I got so right now of the. I think this is I forget the colors. I know, but then when I'm right here trying to tell you guys, I forget them. But yeah, that's them right there. Yeah, I got her sitting on eggs. And then this is my little white rooster that I got out here running around. He's gonna be the semental for the chickens outside, you know. I got like three of them out here running around. That's one of them right there. And then here's another one. He's gonna be another semental little rooster out here for all the chickens I have outside running around. Yeah, that's one of them. And then I have this chicken that just hatched out her baby chicks. Yeah, I think she had like 12 babies. Like, yeah, I don't know if it was 10 or 12. I'm not sure. And these are all the younger ones I have out here. These are some of the little younger ones. And these are the little smaller ones, the ones I just took out of the mom chickens. You know, I was looking at them right now, and it looks like that white one right there, and then the other white one in the back. When I said copetones, like the head, they have the little copete. You see it? Yeah, these were all from the chickens I had right here with chicks. So in here, there's, I don't know, probably like 20 of them around there. And then I have her with 3 chicks. I was gonna separate them too, but I'm not in the need right now. This is the only one I have with chicks right now. Let's see if I can get a hold of her. She don't want me to grab her. But yeah, those are her 3 chicks that she has right there. And then like all the other cages are empty. And then this is the mom chicken that just hatched out her babies. Yes, well, they started hatching the day before, but yesterday they were all done hatching, and that's when I moved her over here. She had 6 baby chicks. Let's see if I can grab her. That way you guys can see the baby chicks. Here they are right here. These all come from my yellow orange rooster that I have over there, my pumpkin, dark pumpkin color, you know. They all come from him except for that little coloradito over there. I think that one was from another chicken that she only hatched out 1. But yeah, look at them. These are all the babies, and hopefully none of them se me ponen malitos and I end up losing them, you know. But yeah, I gave them some vitamin water and trying to keep them healthy. Because sometimes, you know, you end up losing chicks, and that's the sad part. Like down here, look, this one right here, he was kind of down, and I gave him medicine earlier, but I still ended up losing him, you know. Yeah, he looked kind of down, but we ended up losing him. I don't know, sometimes it happens, you know. But yeah, that's basically how it is. And then over here, I got these chickens. These are all the little chickens I'm gonna be selling right here. Right here, I got all these little chickens right here that are for sale. Look how beautiful that one is. That was nice. They're all nice. Look at them. Look at this one. Nice. They're all nice. I wish I can keep them all, but I already got. I have so many that I can't keep them all. See, just in this cage alone, I got like what? I think there's like 15 in this cage. I've sold a couple out of this cage. I think I sold like 2, so I'll probably have like 12, I think. Let me see. 13. So yeah, I sold 2, so that means I did have 15. So I got 13 in this cage. And then over here, these are all the ones that are for sale as well. So if anybody's interested, you know. Over here, I got the white ones. I got the chocolate ones. I got some giritas. You can see them right there. And that one right there. Oh, I like that one. I like how that one is. I want to keep her, but got too many. And then right here, I got the pintitas. That was nice. But I got a bunch of other pintitas that I wanted to keep. Out of here, I sold about, I think it was like 3 of them I sold here this past Sunday. So yeah, you know, there they are. All these right here are for sale. If anybody's gonna be interested, you know. This is where I put all the pintas, the white ones, and the giritas, and then the chocolate ones. And then right here on the bottom, these are all the ones I decided to keep. Oh yeah, and that's one of my other little roosters. A future semental for the ones outside, you know. That one right there. And then right here, these are all the ones I'm keeping. So, see what I mean? I'm already trying to keeping so many that I don't have room to keep it more. Just in this cage alone, I'm trying to keep at least 25, and then I got so many out here, I'm gonna end up with like 100, you know. I got these. I decided to let them out so they can come out here and run around and have a little bit of freedom. Look at them. These are all the ones I decided to keep. Look at that. That's the original chocolate mom from those little chocolate hens right here. I try to keep as like the colors I really like. I wanted to keep some of the little darker little Aztequita hens, like that one right there. Those right there. I think out of that color I only got like 2 of them, 2 or 3. And then that girita right there, that's one of the ones I decided to keep. And then those right there, basically they're all in there just chilling. And last but not least, I forgot to show you guys my the silkies where I had put them. Right here, there's the little silky rooster that I had over there, and I ended up moving her over here with him. That's the little silky hen, and then the little silky rooster, and then that's the original, the mom of all the silkies, the one I started with. She's the one that started laying her eggs. She's a really nice little hen. Yeah, and there she is right there. You guys can see her. Look at her. She's the one that started here. She was born here. She's actually the daughter of that rooster right there, and I bred her back to him this year, and that's how I got all those other silkies. That's how I got her too. That one I had bought it separate for somebody. Took me a while to find them, but there it is, little silky kikirikis. I don't know if you guys like silkies. Let me know down in the comments. Because I know most of the silkies, they come from Saramas, and that's where this little hen came from. So yeah, you know, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I think I went over this video. You see, I'm already over 30 minutes, but yeah, you know, I enjoyed making the video and showing you guys all the different chickens and kikirikis that I have, and what I was selling and what I'm keeping and everything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to leave a comment, please do, and you know, please give me a like, and if you guys haven't subscribed, give me a subscription, and thank you, I appreciate it, and have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time right here at JLC's Pigeon Loft.